So welcome to another Transformers theory video, and today I have a different theory. Are we getting another era? Now, what do I exactly mean by this? Well, in case you guys don't know, after G1 we had the atrocity, the Dark Ages, known as G2. And G2 was, well, a failure, an embarrassment to say the least. Because of G2, basically, the franchise was dying. Like, there wasn't Transformers merchandise, there wasn't Transformers stuff, because G2 left such a bad impression that Hasbro didn't really want to, go back to Transformers until Beast Wars saved it. Saved the franchise. We got a new animated series, which while the animation hasn't aged pretty well, the story was amazing. Some of the best storytelling I have seen for a Transformers or for a series overall. We got new toys, new comics, and overall Beast Wars kind of revived the franchise. It did something unique, switched the car to robot formula from robot to animal formula. And while this could be seen as a bit controversial at first, the idea worked, as we didn't only got a Beast Wars era, but we also got a Beast Machines as a continuation. And which that later on led Transformers going back to its roots of cars turning into robots, and here's where we are now. While the Transformers franchise is not really like dying at this point, heck, it's the strongest it's been for the last couple years. We got the RID show, we got the movies, the movie universe, the toys, the IDW comics. There's just so much stuff that's going on right now. And heck, we even have a new Transformers series coming up soon. I heard it's done by the creator of The Amazing World of Gumball. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, so far we're getting a lot of Transformers stuff. Why do I think that we might get a Beast Wars era? Well, for starters, we have that Transformers movie, Beast Wars design. Now, I know it's a concept art, and concept art don't really mean that much, but a lot of the concept art we see in the movies, they either get used in the movie or they save it for a future movie. You see where I'm going at here? For example, like the giant machine that we saw on the last night, it was taking off for a Transformers 2 concept art. Or heck, some of the designs for some of the robots for Transformers 1, Transformers 2 kind of made it into Transformers 4, 5, and even 3. Just because there's concept art, it means that there could be a small chance that the movies will try to get into Beast Wars. And now, Hasbro has announced that they want the new movies to be less Michael Bay-ish with explosions and Michael Bay humor. They want it to be more about story, because Transformers has some pretty good lore in comparison to things like Star Wars, the Lord of the Rings. Well, I wouldn't say that the lore is as good, it's still pretty up there, or somewhere up there. And the thing that's associated with good storytelling, with good lore, with, quality, is Beast Wars. That's the one thing you could name if someone will ask you, hey, I want to get into a Transformers series, which one would you recommend? Best story, hands down. Well, or Transformers Prime. Either one. I like Transformers Prime. So yeah, we got the concept art, and we also have a small hand in Force to Fight. In Force to Fight, we're getting some Beast Wars characters, such as Waspinator and Rhinox. Now, you will probably say, oh, they're just doing this because, they just want to add some other characters to Force to Fight. Well, yes, but they are only adding popular characters. For example, the movie characters are kind of popular, the Combiner Wars are popular because they're part of the toys, and the Beast Wars is kind of unknown because not a lot of people, especially the newer fans who started with the movies. I started with the movies and didn't get into Beast Wars, Beast Machines, and that other stuff like way later down the line. Like, I only finished watching Beast Wars 2 years ago. Yes, 2 years ago. I watched Age of Extinction and didn't know a thing about Beast Wars. Force to Fight is kinda introducing us to these Beast Wars characters like Rhinox and Waspinator, everyone's favorite Predacon. Not to mention, we're getting a lot of Beast Wars toys lately. We're getting a remastered Beast Wars Megatron, which I got upset, it looked amazing. I really want to get that toy, even though I probably don't have the money because my YouTube money is going down. Hashtag follow me on Patreon, if we have a Patreon. Besides that, the Beast Wars is mostly known for the Transformers being smaller and also having more of a animal look to them. And what show is doing that right now? Robots in Disguise, where almost every week's villain is an animal-based Decepticon. You see how they're slowly introducing the idea of transforming animal robots to us, Well, they're not really, stating it outright saying, oh yeah, we're gonna do a Beast Wars soon, get ready guys. They're like giving us small hints. And I think it's really convenient, and I think it's really beneficial for Hasbro to have a Beast Wars era. I'm not saying like to have like 2 to 4 years of Beast Wars, because people are gonna get tired and people do like Optimus Prime and regular Megatron. I'm saying have a year or two. For example, Lego Bionicle is one of my favorite series, and a lot of people compare that to Transformers. Every year they will have a different team, a different concept. For example, one year was about the heroes, another year is about the heroes turning into monsters, the third year will be about previous characters becoming the new main characters, the next year is them going underwater and they get like new underwater look, we got a new scene, or then just taking up to the skies and having this new aerial looks to them. I think Transformers should do this kind of thing, like every once in a while it changes a little, and it does do this. We had the period of Transformers movies, then the movies influenced the show. For example, in Age of Extinction, we got the Dinobot, and after that, what did we got? We got Transformers toys, with Dinobot teams. In Transformers Rescue Bots, we got the Dinobot, temporarily transformation. I don't watch Rescue Bots, but that's what I saw. And Grimlock's popularity overall soared because of the movies. I mean, he was already pretty popular, but you know what I mean. Out of all the things that affect the franchise, the movies had to be the thing that affected the most. Now we're gonna get a Bumblebee spin-off, so expect to see a lot of Bumblebee next year. Next year is gonna be Bumblebee's team, I guarantee that. After that, we're probably gonna get another movie stuff, or we could probably get a new series and Hasbro's gonna release more kid-friendly toys. Hasbro could go a lot of ways with Transformers right now. There's a lot of things you could do, there's a lot of story you can tell. But I think Beast Wars will be the best thing to do right now. Because a lot of the older fans are getting tired of the same, oh, we need to advertise to the kids and make this movie, action-packed, don't pay attention to the story. And the last night's overall performance in the box office is to show that audiences, critics, and fans are not really digging this anymore. They need a change. That's why the movie is more story-based. And what's also more story-based? Beast Wars. Beast Wars concept art. They want to go more story-based. We're getting a lot of Beast Wars toys. We're getting Transformers 4 to 5 Beast Wars characters. There's a lot of growing nostalgia for Beast Wars right now. And I think that, maybe not this year, maybe not next year, because next year's going to be Bumblebee's year. But I feel like somewhere really close down the line, we're going to get a year just full of Beast Wars stuff. Maybe a Beast Wars show or a remake. We could even get a Beast Wars movie, which a lot of people are really hoping for. But that's just my opinion, guys. If we do get Beast Wars, I'll be really excited, but as long as we don't get a Beast Machines, I'll be extremely happy. So that's my thoughts on Hasbro switching to Beast Wars. Let me know what you guys think about this. Do you guys think it's the right thing to do? You guys believe they should stick with the movies, or they should stick with the team they have right now of just robots turning into cars? And if there's an era of Transformers, whether it's the movies, whether it's Beast Wars, whether it's G1, G2, or maybe the Unicron trilogy, what kind of stuff you want to see for Transformers down the line? Let me know down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Stay fire, brothers.